Hey guys, my name's Ben and this is your midweek review. So this last Wednesday was our 3088 night, and what we were looking at, that's the number of students from 6th through 12th grade enrolled in the schools from Gearing to Morrill. Now, in this, we were trying to figure out as a group, what are we doing to reach out to that 3088, to all of the students in the valley across here. We want to see them hear the gospel, and I want you guys as students, as their peers, as their teammates and coworkers, as their family members, to be the ones who carry it to them. There's a great opportunity for you to reach, but we were looking and saying there's also this issue of we have reasons why we don't want to do that. And one of those reasons is we don't see the risk as worth the reward. If the reward is just my friend starting to show up at my youth group and the risk is me losing my reputation and being completely destroyed in my school, I don't see that as worth it. But see, we have a false view of what the risk and reward actually is. You see, the real risk is your friend who doesn't know Christ is on their way to eternity in hell, separated from God forever. That's the risk. When we say, I don't want to evangelize because it's too risky, it's not about us, it's about them. It's too risky not to evangelize and share the gospel with them. Then we have to look at what's the real reward. You see, we always think of the reward as, oh, I'll get my friend to show up, everything will be great, it'll be wonderful, they'll come to youth group, they'll be part of this group, but it's not about here, it's not about now, it's not about our group, it's about their eternity. Just as the risk was about their eternity in hell, the reward is the eternity that they could have with God in heaven, but not just in heaven, it starts now and it lasts forever. And that is an incredible reward beyond what we could ask or imagine. It is a reward that is far too great for us to comprehend, because no eye has seen, no ear has heard, nor can any human mind comprehend the incredible things that God has made and is making for those who love Him. And it is this incredible thing for us to remember and realize the real risk and reward when it comes to evangelism amongst our friends, teammates, coworkers, family members, and whoever else we come in contact with. The other thing we were looking at was, okay, so if we as a group want to make a dent into that 3088 this year, what do we need to do? And so we started thinking and praying, and some of us leaders over the summer were doing the same thing and kind of came up with this idea of what if we had a goal that we set of this is the number of gospel conversations we want to try to have as a group this year. And so that number that we came up with was 500. That's 500 times the gospel is shared in your schools, at your home, in your at your job, in your teams, whatever it is. Again, wherever you are, sharing the gospel. We want to see students leading these conversations and sharing the gospel with their friends and their family members. The amazing thing about this is that 500, it seems like a big number, but the truth is, to God, it's nothing. He can accomplish this, and He's looking for willingness. You see, we studied scripture where it talks about how Jesus said, hey, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few, so pray to the Lord of the harvest to send workers into the fields. And as we did this, we stopped and we prayed to ask God, raise up in us those workers, that we, God, would start being that we would go out and harvest and start bringing in people who are ready to put their faith in Jesus Christ. Then we ended the night with the most amazing thing. We talked about how let's share stories from the last month of conversations where we got to share the gospel. And the most amazing thing was this, that you guys came up one by one and shared, and we were already able to identify 17 different gospel conversations that we've been able to have as a group just in the last month before we even really started this challenge. So we're working on it already. We got 17 down. We got quite a bit to go, but we have an incredible God who does not even see this as a challenge, but sees this as a huge opportunity with a group of willing hearts to reach out to a valley that needs to hear Him desperately. Guys, I cannot wait to see what God is doing this week through you guys to share the gospel in your schools. Now, this upcoming week, we're starting our series called Reach, and we're going to look at this word reconnect. And I want you to come, bring friends, get here, and let's figure out what it means for us to reconnect when it comes to sharing the gospel. Guys, I love you. I'm excited for this year, and I can't wait to see you this week. We'll see you later.
Lord,